Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. What if I told you you can build $1 million business and you can do it in 12 months? Would you believe me if I told you it's possible? Let's get NC on here. Let's get NC on here. Can we get them on there? Can we get them on there? Boom, there we go. We got NC in there. So we got the whole family in. We're back better than ever. Welcome back, game changers. Welcome back, go getters. Welcome back, hustlers. Welcome back, entrepreneurs. Welcome back, everyday professionals. Welcome back, corporate executives. Welcome back, small business owners. Welcome back to building $1 million business. As always, I'm your host, Patrick Hart, in some circles known as that healthcare guy, depending on where you follow me from. And what are we doing? We're building $1 million business and we're doing it in public, right? So every single day, yeah, you're right. Yeah, it's baby five Draco, right? You've been doing this for a long time. Man, I'm actually am making money, man. That's the crazy part. And the more crazier part is that people like you, like you're not a believer until you actually get inside and you see what's actually going on, right? So what are we doing? We're building $1 million business and we're doing it in public. So every single day, I give you the insight, I give you some frameworks, I give you some knowledge, I give you some insight to help you also build your $1 million framework. So we got two big goals here this year. The first big goal is we're generating $1 million and we're doing it in public. That's the one big goal. The second big goal that we have is we're creating a 50,000 member ecosystem inside the newsletter. Today we got over 6,000 and we're still growing for that baby. The goal is to get the 50,000 by the end of the year. So if you haven't tapped into the newsletter, that's where you're going to get more insight. You're going to get those frameworks. You're going to get those downloadable templates. You're going to get some more one-on-one opportunity and a community full of game changers just like you that's also building out their $1 million playbook. So always, I'm your host, Patrick Hart. Some circles known as the healthcare guy, Army veteran, 6 years in the military, in the Army, actually, 2 tours overseas, one during 9/11, and 20. I pivoted, found healthcare, spent over 15 years in healthcare, rose to the ranks, became a healthcare technology executive, was part of a executive team that sold a technology company for $750 million. That happened in 2018. In 2023, I decided, you know what? How about you bet on yourself? Do your own thing. So I created my own business in 2023. Then I started paying myself. And then I had the bright idea at the end of the year, at the end of 2025. I was like, you know what? This is dope at all. But how about we step more into our purpose, more into the impact that led us to get here? And so we decided, when I say we, you and I, decided to create this $1 million business in public. So what are we doing? We're building $1 million business and we're doing it in 12 calendar months. Why are we doing that? Because too many people, they don't really understand the playbook, how visibility works, how it positions you, how networking gets you not only in the room, but also helps you get the outcomes that you're trying to get to. So this is also about creating visibility, branding, and your $1 million brand to help you get to that next level. Some people are angling to get to that corporate office. Some people are just trying to get promoted. Other people are actually trying to create a wealth system. But more than anything, what people are looking for, they're looking for information so they can create the freedom for themselves. And what I'm talking about freedom, I'm talking about where you can have the choice to do whatever the hell you want to do with your time and or your business. And a lot of us, we're interested in giving our time back to our family and things like that. So this is designed to help give you some information, some frameworks, so you too can build your $1 million wealth system here in 2026 and beyond. Let me pause and say thank you. Man, I see you, Mike. I get everybody tapping in, and we got all the channels, right? We got Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook, YouTube, as well as TikTok. So everybody's in one place. As always, drop your first name, what platform you're streaming from. I'll make sure to say hi and thank you. Listen, I do these every single day, noon Central Standard Time. You can always find me here. So if this is your first time here, we're on episode 68. If you're a returning viewer, welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. I appreciate the love. Thank you for rocking with your boy. I couldn't do it without you. I always appreciate your support. So invite other like-minded individuals like yourself. We do these every single day. And then the other thing too is if you're looking to find where you can find the other episodes, I created a playlist on YouTube. It's called In Building $1 Million Business. You can tap in there. Or if you follow me on LinkedIn, underneath the events section of my profile, you can find the other 67 episodes there as well. So let me pause really quick. Let me just check all the people that's coming in. Baby Five Draco. Hey, listen, I appreciate you for tapping in. Good feedback, no matter what, it's still feedback. So I appreciate you tapping in. I see you, Erica, on Instagram as well. My TikTok family, I got Mike, I got Mona, I got Mandy, I got Tutu, I got Charles, I got Charmaine. Who else? And we got more people. And then we also got the YouTube family as well as the LinkedIn family. Again, make sure you say hi and thank you. If you haven't signed up for the newsletter, go ahead and do that. I got links, I got floating banners, I got QR codes, or simply type newsletter, and I'll make sure you personally get your invite on the inside as well. All right. Let's get into it. So, what are we talking about today? Man, I'm already 5 minutes into this. I'm going to try to land this baby in, let's say, 15 minutes. You know what? I didn't even add my other tab over here. Let me add this other tab over here to the stage right there. I think that'll probably be a little bit helpful right there. There we go. There we go. Win that thing. So episode 68, what are we talking about? Listen, family, you don't need more time. You know what you need? You need this, and I'm about to give it to you right here. Let me ask you something, family. Do you really need or really not have enough time, right? Or are you spending time on the things that don't deserve your attention, right? Because I don't have time has become one of those most common things that people just say. It just naturally rolls out of their mouth. No time to build, no time to learn, no time to work out, no time to create, no time to change your situation. But somehow, and listen, if I'm stepping on some toes, I don't mean to be stepping on your toes, but I'm calling out behavior that you've probably seen, and then hopefully you can resonate with it as well. But somehow there's time for distractions. Y'all seen it before. Time for drama. Time for reacting to everybody else's priority. Time for things that create no return on investment for us, but we have time for that. So here's the message right here. Most people don't have a time problem. That's not their case. They have a decision problem, and that's different. Let that sit for a second. Time tells the truth. You can hear what someone actually values by watching where they allow their time to go. Let me pause right there. That's just the open. I'm going to take a sip of water while more people coming in. And let's get into this thing. All right. I see you. Literally nobody. I see you. I see you, Kevin. I see you, King Justice. Thanks. Unstopped. Bounty List or Bounty Bliss. I see you. If you can't scan the QR code, you can always go to the link in my bio and you can copy that and download that into your browser, and it'll take you right to the newsletter. Or simply drop newsletter, and I'll make sure you personally get your invite as well. So this is episode 68, week 14 of a 52-week build. We're building $1 million business, and we're doing it in public. I appreciate you guys for tapping in with me. You've been showing me tons of love. This has been absolutely going crazy. Let me also tell you this as well. I create these lives every single day about building my $1 million framework, and then I share it with you. But I also understand there's a lot of people out there, they're struggling personally trying to get to that corner office. They're struggling trying to create their wealth system or their business. If there's a topic that's been impacting you and your business, slide in my DMs. And if it's something that I feel is of a value that a lot of people like yourself actually go through, we'll write a whole live around it. And so we can have a discussion around it as well. So make sure you tap in with me now. So let's get back into it. Here's the promise in this episode. We're going to get into something that people blame every day, and they blame time. Like, we're not talking about calendars. We're not talking about waking up at 4 a.m. We're not even talking about a productivity tool or being a productivity robot. I'm talking about what's really underneath the phrase, I don't have time. Y'all probably heard that before. Thanks, literally nobody, for tapping in. I appreciate the love. Thanks, Karen. I see you coming in as well. Again, Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook, YouTube, as well as TikTok. The whole family's in one place. Drop any comments as we move through the talking points, and I'll try to address them when I have some time of going through this agenda. So by the end of this, you're going to understand 3 things. Why lack of time is often misplaced priority. 2, how attention gets stolen without you noticing. 3, what to fix first if your days keep disappearing. And here's what I had to learn, family. You don't find time. That's not what we do. You decide it. You decide where you put your time. That changed everything for me, right? Hopefully it changes everything for you. So there's a pattern that you need to catch, and I'm going to break it down. Most people talk about time like it's hiding somewhere. Like, oh, they can get it underneath their seat cushion or open up the closet and they're going to find time. Like one day they're going to wake up and just suddenly have more of it. That's not how it works, family. Time gets allocated. Let me say that again. Time gets allocated. Every hour goes somewhere. The issue that most people, they spend their time unconsciously. Like if you ask somebody, what did you do with your time yesterday? Most people can't figure out. Like they can probably recall, I sat down and I watched a hit series show, or I went to work, and then you say, okay, what about the rest of your time? What did you do with that? They can't explain what happened to their time. Time gets allocated, right? They wake up. You've seen it before. And a lot of people do this. They wake up reactive. The first thing they do is they reach for their phone, right? And then on the phone, they're checking all these notifications that went off the night before, right? What is that doing? It's wasting your time. You start answering things that are not even urgent, but you've allocated time for that. You're responding to everybody else's agenda, but you have no time for your own. You start doing low value tasks first, and then you realize that you don't have time for the things that's important for you at the end of the day. You start letting interruptions run your day. The evening, then the evening hits, and then your family say, "Okay, well, Patrick, well, what did you accomplish today with your time?" And you say something like, "Oh man, well, I didn't get to that thing that really mattered most to me because I didn't have time." Y'all probably heard that before, right? Like that's the pattern, family, right there. The day wasn't stolen from you. That's not how it worked. You actually handed the day away. That part, that's the uncomfortable part. But it's necessary to hear when you're building your $1 million wealth system, when you're angling for that corner office, when you're trying to get to the next level of your career success, when you're trying to build that $1 million business, right? It's where we give our time to. And oftentimes we just give it away. And then we're questioning why we never accomplish anything. I see you, Jay. Thanks for tapping in. Yes, sir. No one knows, too busy. They're just prioritizing. You're right. They're just not prioritizing their time correctly. And then they're wondering why things haven't moved in their lives, why they keep staying stuck, why they haven't reached that next level. Family, the only thing we need to do here is we need to prioritize where that time is coming from. Because if you keep thinking time is your energy, you'll never fix the behavior that's actually draining your time. And behavior, that's where the leak is. Let me continue on here. Man, I had to get honest with myself about this. Like, I had to stop saying I don't have time. You probably said it before, over and over again before. I see you, homeschool mom, baddie. Thanks for tapping in. Say JM, or was that J? Javi M, thanks for tapping in. Like, I had to stop saying I didn't have time. I had to, the statement, it felt true. Whenever you say that, it feels like it's 100% legit. Most people, they won't even question you when you say, "Oh man, I don't have time for that today." Well, Pat, did you work out today? "Oh no, I don't have time for that," right? Or did you go walking today? "Oh no, I don't have time for that." Well, did you do any more research on ideas on how to grow your business? "Oh man, I'm gonna get to that, but I just didn't have time for that. My dad got me doing this, my mom got me doing this," and you making time for everybody else, but you haven't made time for you to get to your $1 million bag. That's what this is about. So I have to stop telling myself I don't have time, because the statement is not true. It wasn't true at all. What was true was this: I gave prime energy to low priority things. You probably realize you've done something similar, right? And I let small distractions, they break my momentum. And I underestimated how long wasted transactions actually cost me my time. Real talk, family, right? I treated important work like leftover work. Y'all ever done that before? Like things that are really, really important for you, and then you say, "Oh, I'm gonna get to it when I get to it," but you never really get to it. Or when you do get to it, it's like way later than what you needed to get to it before, right? Like you're treating important work like it's leftover work. What? That last one is major right here, because this is where we start wasting our time right here. A lot of people, they give their best hours away before the day even gets started. Like we said, looking at the notifications, checking in on agenda items for other people's stuff, trying to solve other people's problems, doing everything else for everybody else, but doing nothing for yourself. But now you don't have time. Now you've gained the weight. Now you don't got the corner office. Now you never built that $1 million wealth system. Now you don't have any energy for your business. Now you got time for everybody else but yourself. Family, where do we do that at? Come on, man. Tell me the truth. Where do we do that at? I mean, y'all know somebody like that? I'm not calling anybody out, but maybe y'all know somebody like that. I see you, Don. Thanks for tapping in. Homeschool, I see you, family. Man, listen. Then you find yourself trying to build the future you want with the remaining energy that you have left. And now you're drained. And you're like, what the hell? I gave all my time to my cousin. I gave it to my mom. I gave it to my dad. I gave it to my job. I gave it to everybody else, but I never gave enough time to myself. And then your life comes to an end. You're like, what? Man, if I could go back and do it again, I will give myself more time. That's what this is about. Family, it's hard to get to your $1 million bag if you don't prioritize yourself first, period. That's what I'm going to tell you. It's hard to get to your $1 million bag if you don't make yourself a priority, your things that you want to accomplish in your life a priority, right? That's backwards. The way we've been operating is absolutely backwards. So that's what this live is to get to. I had to ask myself, family, am I scheduling time what matters most to me first, or I'm hoping to get to it later? Like I had to ask myself, right? That question right there, it expose you. It exposes where you truly giving your time, because later is where goals go to die. So let me share with you the shift really quick. Let me say thank you. I see more and more family coming in. I got my Instagram family, LinkedIn, YouTube, TikTok, as well as Facebook. Everybody's here. As always, drop your first name. I appreciate the love you guys have been giving me on TikTok. Y'all know I'm like 6, 7 months into TikTok, so that's one of my newest platforms. But I appreciate you guys tapping in with me as well. If you haven't signed up for the newsletter, sign up for the newsletter. There's QR codes, floating banners, links in the bio, or simply type newsletter, and I'll make sure you personally get the invite. We're growing at over 50,000 members. Today, we have a little over 6,000. So we have about 8.5 months to get there, and I would appreciate the support. The other things, I do these lives every single day, noon Central Standard Time. They're 30 minutes or less. And today's episode 68. Invite other like-minded individuals to these where we can have these discussions about what's going to help us get to our $1 million bag here in 2026. So make sure you share this with other people. Lord's will, man, I'll be here every single day when we're building this thing out. The goal is simple, right? Show you the frameworks, the tools, the systems, the automations, and introduce you to people that's going to help you get to your $1 million bag. I do that inside my newsletter. So if you haven't tapped into that, you want to do that. The second goal is we're building a 50,000 member ecosystem. And the reason why we're doing that, and I always tell you people, when you're building $1 million business, we cannot rely on algorithms to help push out our message. You cannot do that because we know they always change. But the minute you start owning your ecosystem, you create a lead capture system. You got a website that captures people information. You got a newsletter. You got some type of form where you can collect and identify the people that are rocking with you. Then your message, it actually strengthens. It actually reaches the people that it needs to reach. And as you pivot in your business, guess what? Those same people, they rock with you. They begin to follow with you. So that's going to be my insight for you guys. If you haven't started your lead capture system to identify who's rocking with you, that's probably one of the most important things you need to do to build your $1 million wealth system. So let me show you the shift really quick. Man, I have to simplify my relationships with time, not become extreme about micromanaging my time, because we've all probably over micromanaged things in our life, right? But becoming intentional about what I do with my time. 3 simple shifts. I'm about to share them with you really quick. I see all these people giving me love. I appreciate you, family. Thank you, homeschool. Man, this love has been absolutely amazing. I appreciate it. Who we got? We got, I see you, Erica, Baby Five. Thank you for tapping in. I got my LinkedIn family on there as well. YouTube has been doing great. So I appreciate you as well. 3 simple shifts. 1, put priority where your energy is highest. Number 1, you prioritize where your energy is actually the highest. Like, you don't give your sharpest hours away to nonsense. And a lot of us do that. We wake up, we give hours away to nonsense as opposed to things that's actually going to develop us, build us, heighten us, or get us to the next level, right? So you want to use your best mental window for work that changes the outcomes that you're looking to change. So that's what you want to do. That alone can change your entire week. That's number 1. Number 2, stop treating every request like it's an emergency. Maybe you've done this before. Everything urgent to others is not urgent for you. You ever notice somebody like that? They knock on your door, they call you, they text you. Oh, Pat, I need you to do this. I need you to do that. You barely got up. It's 6:30 in the morning. You just got up, and you got a text full of requests. You got boss texting you, got mom texting you, got dad texting you got all this stuff going on, and then you want to give your energy to those people first. And I'm not saying you need to, but it's sometimes, when are you going to prioritize yourself and the agenda that you have for yourself to help you get to that $1 million bag? So stop treating every request like it's an emergency. Everything doesn't need your time and attention in that particular moment. Boundaries protect your energy. It protects your time. Without boundaries, family, your calendar belongs to whoever asked to get on your calendar. Am I right? Am I lying? Y'all let me know. Number three, decide tomorrow before tomorrow starts. Man, I'm going to lose somebody on this one. I'm going to lose somebody. Decide tomorrow before tomorrow starts. What are we talking about? If you wake up wondering what matters most to you that day, you're already behind. I'm going to lose some people. Decide tomorrow before tomorrow starts. If you wake up wondering what's going to matter most to you, what are you prioritizing for that day, you're already behind. Know the one move that must happen for you that particular day, and then protect it at all costs. That structure right there, it changed everything for me. Really, everything for me. Now, time, it stopped feeling scarce and it started feeling less distracting, right? I'm about to land this baby here really quick. I see more and more people coming in. I see you, little Ori. Thanks for tapping in. I see you, Abhishek, coming in on Instagram as well. Who else? Who else we got on here? Man, homeschool. You've been giving me all kind of love. I appreciate it. Look at it. Oh, let's go. Let's get it. Let's get it. So, what is this bill reinforcing right now? I'm about to tell you. I see you, Randavin. Thanks for popping in as well. So here's what this build is reinforcement, and I want to share with you. This is episode 68, week 14 of a 52-week build, right? And we're building $1 million business. So every single day, noon Central Standard Time, we're here to provide some insights, some knowledge, some understanding, some systems, some frameworks, some conversations, and even introduce you to some people that's going to help us get to our $1 million bag here in 2026. If you haven't signed up for the newsletter, you want to make sure you go ahead and do that. So time is limited. I understand that. Attention is valuable. Energy is seasonal. Priorities reveal your truth. Your boundaries protect your progress. Your decisions is what creates space for you. And then your consistency is what begins to compound things. Most people keep asking for more time when what they really want is more intention. That's the difference. We don't need more time. We need more intention to what we're going to do with our time when we actually wake up throughout the day. And again, if you question what your day is going to look like and you haven't planned it from the day before, that could be the reason why we don't have enough time, because we haven't prioritized for ourselves what we want to accomplish with our particular time. So that's the difference right here, family. You cannot control the clock. No, that's not what this is about. But you can control what gets done with your time on that clock and what changes the outcomes for you in your life. So here's where we're going to go next, and I'm about to close this baby up. Episode 69, we're going to probably get into one of the hardest truths for builders, and it's not the market, it's not the algorithm, it's not even competition. I'm talking about the day you realize you might be the bottleneck. What? You might be the bottleneck. Real talk. We're going to get in that to talk about how we can control that. Family, this has been episode 68. Again, I'm Patrick Hart, known as that healthcare guy. I don't care what platform you follow me on, but follow me on one of the platforms, right? You can at least do me that solid, and then invite other like-minded individuals to these lives. And then I can always appreciate not only your comments, your insights, but your knowledge as well. And then lastly, if there's something that's preventing you from getting to your $1 million bag, that's preventing you from getting to that corner office, personally or professionally, and you think it's going to be a great live topic, make sure you slide in my DMs. And if it's something that I feel like a value that a lot of people can identify with, guess what we'll do? We'll write a whole live around it and have a discussion so we can break that pattern that's preventing us from getting to our $1 million bag. As always, family, I'm your host, Patrick Hart. Thank you for rocking with your boy. Lord's will, I'm blessed to wake up and have my strength and energy. I'll be back here tomorrow, same time, same place. Until then, let's keep getting it.